So we are in Jamaica. Got my swim trunks, flip flops, my stogie. Oh wait, we can't smoke in the house. I'm sorry. Anyway, this hat, I found this down in the basement. Got that in 1987 on our second or third trip to Jamaica. I don't think Shannon will ever forget our first trip to Jamaica. That was on our wedding night, or
our honeymoon.
Honeymoon, right. Went to bed at 3. Our flight was at 8. We got up at 7:30, and we had taken showers the night before. Our hair was everywhere because I had hair at that point. And we got on. We were the last people on the plane.
Luckily, that was before you could actually board the plane 5 minutes before the flight.
We just shot all the way down, got on the thing, exhausted. We get off. We get mobbed by 1 million people trying to hawk everything under the sun. She's freaking out. I'm saying just go. And we just went right to the bus, got on it. And then after that, it was a good time. We had a really good time. We stayed at Jamaica, which was right outside of Ocho Rios, I think. Had a really good time, met some people there. And we actually found a letter a couple of weeks ago from this couple that we had met there. They were from Chicago, so we haven't contacted them, but we did look them up on Facebook, I think. So we've been back a few times. We haven't been since 1988. And we'd gone down with Shannon's aunt and uncle and some other friends, and we rented a 4-bedroom villa, which was super nice, big pool. We had a cook, driver, maid, the whole 9 yards.
It was unbelievable.
And then at that time, Jamaica was really safe. And we went up into the mountains. We went to places that today you would never, ever consider going to. Out of the way restaurants, bars, honky-tonks that it wasn't tourists at all. It was Jamaicans and us. But it was a ton of fun. So tonight, we're kicking off again our virtual travel series. We started this a few weeks ago. I think where did we go? We went to Peru.
Well, we've been to Bermuda and Peru.
Okay, and tonight we're going.
Both of those places we had never been. Jamaica's the first place that we're featuring that we have actually been. So
and that's right. So
first, I just want to welcome. So Candy said your dish that you're making is her favorite dish. So welcome, Candy. And,
okay. Is that Martin Cahill and Rose on there?
Martin's there.
I'm sure Rose is as well.
Yoman.
Okay.
Yoman.
Rose, did you see my text message too about that independence annuity that I got in 1995? Remember that? That was fun. This hat I got on the beach for $2. So I found it. I thought I'd wear it tonight, and this is just a wad of paper that I was messing with. So what I did do tonight is make a jerk chicken, and this is an original jerk chicken from a Jamaican recipe from a Jamaican guy. And I'm going to pull that out of the oven in just a minute. But I want you to notice I have on a Frysies extension t-shirt in beautiful downtown Union, dealer in Superior Spirits. This was my brother's liquor store. And I just want to mention this just for a couple of minutes. Today's a really good day for him. He closed on his farm. He had struggled trying to sell it last year, and he got his asking price. He's happy as can be, and it was pretty funny when he called me today. He said at closing, they said, so how would you like your money or your funds? And he said, I'll just take it in cash, small unmarked bills. And he said the room got really quiet. Well, we can't really do that. And he says, well, you asked me how I wanted it, and that's what I want. So anyway, so I'm wearing this in honor of him because this was the first, let's see, he opened this in 1975, and it was the first self-service gas station in Franklin County. Franklin County is the largest county in Missouri. First drive-through window. It was a combination gas station, sporting goods, mainly guns and ammunition, small grocery, and liquor. So you could drive up to the window, get a 6-pack of beer, a box of 30-odd 6 shells, and a loaf of bread. So it was a really cool thing back then. So he has since sold that a long time ago, and just wanted to get this shirt out. So without further ado, let me show you the jerk chicken that I have. And I just pulled this off of the grill about 10 minutes ago, and I want to put it in the oven just to keep it warm. If you've ever been to Jamaica, you'll know that this is something that is served all over the island. And hopefully you guys can see that. It's not burnt. It is right there. Okay. So I marinated this for about 6 hours today, just because I did chicken legs instead of a whole chicken. I'm serving that with.
Why don't you explain the marinade?
Pardon me?
Talk about the marinade.
Oh, what do you want me to say?
Well, what's all in it, or that the recipe's on Fry's Quarter Bar?
Okay, yeah, I'll start there. Sorry. Yeah, the recipe is on friescornerbar.com, and it's a lot of really good spices. Chinese 5-spice, Scotch bonnet peppers. I didn't have Scotch bonnet. They were hard to find, so I used habanero, salt, pepper. I threw a little bit of cinnamon in there. The whole recipe is there. Onions. Didn't think of everything else. I didn't actually print it out, and I apologize for that. I should have brought it up and had that ready. So go to friescornerbar.com, look for the recipe there. It's a really easy marinade. You blend it, you put it all over the chicken, rub it in, and let it sit for 5 to 6 hours. If you're doing a whole chicken, I'd recommend you do it overnight, or at least 12 hours. Tonight we're going to serve that with
So I just want to show you, Mike Overschmidt said he bought a lot of gas there in 1970. It was like 75 cents a gallon.
Yes, it was, probably. I remember when my brother opened, it started a gas war. And back then it was like who could sell gas for the cheapest. And I remember 49 cents a gallon at one point. And I had a truck at that point. It had dual gas tanks. And you could fill up for like 20 bucks. So it was a great deal. So I'm serving tonight the jerk chicken with coconut jasmine rice that I have going on in the rice cooker. It's almost done. And then I prepared a red cabbage coleslaw with some carrots, some cilantro. It looks a little funny because I used some Dijon mustard, and that kind of changed the color of it, along with mayonnaise, salt and pepper, a little bit of lime juice, and there's one other thing I put in there, mayonnaise. So, and that's probably pretty much all that I have tonight.
So, so Candy is saying that they have Scotch bonnet peppers at Whole Foods.
Okay.
And then Dory is asking, what's jerk?
It is the Jamaican spice combination of it's really a whole bunch of spices that it's spicy. It's you can taste a little bit of cinnamon. You can taste a little bit of anise in there. Other than that, I don't know. So
she's saying, yum.
You're welcome to swing by and grab a chicken leg if you'd like. So, but it is a little on the spicy side, but it's the flavors are just amazing. They honestly are. And it's been a long time since we've done a jerk chicken. I've done jerk pork before. So anyway, without me continuing to talk, I'm going to turn it over to Shannon. Good luck.
Thank you. Welcome, everyone. So I am going to make a Mai Tai, and I'm making a classic Mai Tai. It's different than kind of the Mai Tais you'd get in the in the 90s, where they would put a lot of sweetener in it. And when I was researching drinks of Jamaica, Jamaica doesn't really have a national drink. I mean, there is the Jamaican rum, which this is going to feature, the Appleton Estate Jamaican rum. There was a lot of this Bob Marley shot, which was like it had cream de menthe and some rum and some, strawberry syrup, and it was kind of like, yeah, I'm not looking to do shots. So I thought this Mai Tai looked excellent. Now, one of the things about a Mai Tai is Mai Tais are like the classic tiki drink, and it calls for a simple syrup called orgeat. And you'll see on the screen, it's spelled O-R-G-E-A-T, but it's pronounced orgeat, like Jaja orgeat. It is And I actually tried to find the simple syrup at the liquor store, and I couldn't find it. And typically I like to make my own syrups anyway, so I went to look up the recipe, and it's actually really, really simple. I think the hardest thing about the orgeat for making it was actually finding, it calls for rose water or orange blossom water. I used rose water in this recipe. It was finding the rose water, which we did find this at Good Health, the health food store. But you make, well, you use almond milk. I actually also made almond milk, which was the first time I made the almond milk. And it was super simple to make almond milk. You just ground the almonds up, put the water in, and then strained it. It was, I was able to get enough to make the simple syrup in 20 minutes. So it has the almond milk. It has amaretto because it does have an almond forward flavor, the rose water, and then an amber cognac. So the recipe for the orgeat is on Fry's Corner Bar as well, but you can also just buy it. So I am going to start just by putting, this is actually a boozy cocktail. It's a booze forward. So it is served on crushed ice. So you want to fill your glasses. I'm serving this in a brandy sniffer. You can serve them in an old-fashioned glass, but you definitely want to serve it over crushed ice because that crushed ice will soften the booziness of the drink. So I'm going to have my brandy sniffers filled with crushed ice. And this recipe is basically a riff on a classic daiquiri. So all daiquiris, have the lime juice, and we are going to start by putting 1 ounce of the Appleton Estate dark rum. If you don't have, Appleton, boy, I'm making 2, so I actually need to do 2, sorry. If you can't find the Appleton, any Jamaican rum is actually, has a little funkier taste, a little different taste than classic rum. So I do recommend using a Jamaican rum because that's the classic cocktail called for the Jamaican rum. And then you are going to use 1 ounce of rum blanc Aricole. Aricole, this is a French rum and Aricole just means agriculture. So it's kind of has grassy notes, and it definitely tastes different, but if you don't have that, you can also just use white rum. So 1 ounce of that. And then the next is an orange liqueur. You can use Grand Marnier, you can use Cointreau, your favorite orange liqueur. I recently bought this Creole Shrub. I bought this to make a drink that's a tiger drink that my sister sent me the recipe from St. Louis bar. But so I am going to use this because it's also a rum-based orange liqueur. So I like all of the rums together, and it also doesn't make it as sweet as like an orange liqueur. So it's not as sweet as an orange liqueur. And you'll find that the orgeat is very sweet. This is a double syrup, so it's got twice the sugar to the liquid. So it's really thick. When I looked online, there's tons of different recipes for this. You can also make it non-alcoholic. Some of them call for that xanthan gum to make it thick, and I can't stand that stuff. So this is thick just because of the amount of sugar. So it is very sweet, and there is 3/4 of an ounce of this as well. And then we are going to do a 1/2 ounce of the fresh squeezed lime juice. And I'm gonna pull the, let's see, I'm gonna use an ounce since I'm making 2. And then just a dash, I'm doing 2 of the Angostura bitters. And then this is just a short shake, and mainly just because you're serving it on ice, you're just mainly just a few cubes, not many. And I'm just gonna give it just a quick shake, just to really, stir the ingredients and meld everything together. And then we are going to double strain it over the crushed ice. Yep, Mike's gonna get a short one. I didn't put enough ice in the glasses. Typically it goes to the top. I'm gonna put this over here. And then I'm just going to garnish it with mint. This, a typical tea. You can go crazy with the garnishes. You can put lime, orange wheels, cherry, whatever you want. The drinks are supposed to be fun and festive. So here is the classic Mai Tai. You want to come? Okay. And I will honestly say that I don't think I had a Mai Tai since we were in Jamaica, and then they were very sweet, and I really wasn't a huge fan. But I made this on Wednesday night, and I think it's pretty darn good.
Yeah, the only Mai Tai I can remember is just one where you go to a bar and it's just a bunch of junk put in there, and it was not very good at all. Dory, jerk is a style of Jamaican cooking that is either a dry or a wet marinade that is spicy. They think it came from African slaves back in the 15 or 1600s, somewhere along there. I had to look it up. Sorry, I didn't know that up front. So anyway, that's all I got to say.
Okay, I wanted to say Happy New Year to Kevin Shoei.
Hey, Kevin, how are you?
So, and again, we always appreciate all you guys. If you like, share, comment. And this time too, I think we are also going live at the same time on YouTube with this software we have. So hopefully we'll get some followers on YouTube as well.
And where are we going next week, by the way?
We haven't decided yet. Okay.
Because I need to pack.
I know, yeah. Cheers. I love you. Cheers, everybody. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. Have a great weekend.